Africa, a land where every beat tells a story, where every word carries the weight of tradition and culture, where every voice resonates with the spirit of a people. We are the tellers of tales, the narrators of history, the creators of the future. And tonight, we gather here in this space, united by one powerful force, the African voice. Here, we shall awaken excellence and birth the future. As we stand on the cusp of a new era, we honor the pioneers pushing boundaries and defining the soundscape of tomorrow. Tonight is not just about the nominees or the winners. It's about each and every one of you tuning in right now. You are a part of this revolution. You are the voices of the future. Welcome to the APVA Awards 2023.
Thank you so much. Hello, my name is Chilu Lemba and I've been honored to have been the face of the 2023 APVA Awards. Firstly, allow me to congratulate each one of you for getting nominated today. I am thrilled to be addressing you. And let me start by stating the obvious, which is that you should be very proud of your nomination. It is a great achievement. As you know, the theme this year has been Voices of the Future. Now, I think the first thing that comes to mind with that theme for many people is that it's time to let the old guard step aside as we celebrate new voices. But hey, as a member of the old guard, the so-called old guard myself, I'm not hanging up my hat anytime soon. Anybody else from the old guard? I think rather that this is more about being adaptable, being open to what's coming and being ready to tackle head-on whatever the future throws at us, at all of us. It's about giving a shout out to those who are unafraid to talk about stuff that's really going to matter in our tomorrow. So the theme Voices of the Future, in my mind, is a celebration of those kind of sentiments. Because the common feeling nowadays when we mention the word future is doom and gloom. We're thinking pandemics, it's Walking Dead, it's iRobot and those kind of things. Some people in our industries are fearful. But let me tell you this, I'm one of the hopeful ones, and I hope that you're also among the hopeful ones represented here today. Voice actors or podcasters, we are here to shape the future collectively using our voices and our platforms to help move our continent forward. So personally, I don't think we should be fearful of stuff such as AI, for instance. We should see how we can best make use of these advancements. But finally, let's circle back to the awards for a second. I've been nominated for many awards over my career. I've lost some, I've won some, and I'll be the first to say it sucks not to win. But remember that being nominated is a solid achievement. So if you win today, ride that wave, use it to push yourself further into the industry. But hey, if you don't win, don't forget that being nominated is still a badge of honor. Use it. Thank you so much to the APVA for letting me be part of the awards this year. And to you, I wish you the best of luck. No matter the outcome today, remember that your voice and your work and your passion are the keys to our future. So keep it up.
I am black. In the dark of my past, can you see me? In the rhythmic twists of our dance, can you feel me? Can you be me? The way I walk, the way I talk, the way I walk my talk, can you not understand me? Echoed in the drums of my past are beats of song that tell tales of my might. For I wasn't just about the fight. I was a conqueror whose battle cries can still be heard through the plains and mountains of what was termed a dark continent. Yet from that darkness came the roar of a lion. My pride defines why I never hide. Carrying the greatness of an elephant, my presence can never go unnoticed. I hail from rich forests and golden lands. My wealth, like Mansa Musa, can't be measured. I am coveted and treasured by all, for it is in me that many have found their prosperity and left me destitute. I was traded to the creators of my pain, forced to make grain and never gain. I was named Cain. My skin has felt all kinds of pain, but that cannot make me refrain from the brutes and crooks that take me for less. I was the center of knowledge that taught the nations of the world wrong from right. I was the cradle of mankind where humanity found its voice of song and rich customs. The fertility of my culture has no mortality, for it has found its way into all society without colonial force or favor. I am made of black, and I know it makes you crack. As a matter of fact, let's not lose track. You lack because you are in black. That's why you're whack. And I do not mean black color. Take a moment and study the texture of my skin and tell me what you see. Beauty. Pride. See the Pan-Africanistic charm pumping in my veins. Tell the story of my ancestors in the lines on my skin. Think about this for a second. History clearly shows I am born with soul. My Afrobeat has pulsed its sound into every tune, from songs around fires to cotton farms, all the way back to the dunes in the desert. So calm down and take in the finesse of me. On the low, I am not low-key. I am black, and mark my words, I will not back from a fight, for it is my right to stand against what might make me feel plight. I am not racist, I'm only being realistic. I am the strength of a Zulu warrior, a shaka that can't be contained, a wise general like Kawalega, masterminding methods to fight the unseen war on my kind. I bear the bravery of an Agoge. No chains can shackle me, yet I am born with the beauty of the Queen of Sheba, irresistible to none. I reign over all that feed for me. I am more than a folk song of wisdom. I am the dance of flavor that has influenced the history of the world. I am more than a color. I am black character. I am Africa. Are you ready for me?
Hi everyone, my name is Molly and I'm the CEO of AfriPods. We're a free Pan-African podcast hosting and distribution platform based in Nairobi, Kenya. I wanted to send a quick note and say congratulations to all of the nominees. This year is only the second annual APVA Awards, and there have been over 2,000 nominations and thousands of votes. The impact of what you guys do is felt across the continent and throughout the diaspora. It's been so exciting and inspiring to bear witness to your art and to your greatness. Whether you're a podcaster, a voiceover artist, a spoken word poet, I am so excited that these awards exist to celebrate you. And I hope that you're taking the time to celebrate yourselves, whether it's to go out and have a drink or to dance or call your parents or have some tea. You guys are making an impact. You guys are growing this industry and ecosystem together. And I'm so excited that we're here to celebrate each and every one of you. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to the nominees. And thank you to APVA for putting together such an incredible platform for these audio creatives to be recognized. I'm proud of each and every one of you, and I cannot wait to see what you guys do in the future and how you grow. Cheers to you, and cheers to many more years of audio in Africa.
Spotlight of the Year, Voice Over Category, where every inflection and intonation matters. Presenting the APVA Legacy Spotlight of the Year for the Voice Over category is Maoli Sache from Ghana.
Building bridges. That's what our next category embodies. Diasporan Podcast of the Year celebrates those who may be miles away but are still deeply rooted in African soil.
Hello, my name is Corey Gums, and I am the founder of the Black Podcasters Association, an online community dedicated to the support, growth, and amplification of Black podcast creatives and professionals within the global podcast industry. When I started the BPA, I saw podcasting as a bridge to reconnect the diaspora and unify our collective voices. So for me, it's truly an honor to be a part of this great event, celebrating your unique voices that shape the African audio landscape. Today has been an incredible experience to hear how each and every one of you helps to tell the world the amazing stories of the African experience. It is through your dedication and hard work that together we will be able to shape the future of the podcast industry. So with all of that being said, it is with great pleasure for me to present to you the Diasporan Podcast of the Year Award. Each nominee in this category has worked tirelessly to set a high standard while showing the world the power of the diaspora's voices. The nominees for the Diasporan Podcast of the Year Award are
Unlocking Africa by Tessa Adamu, Can We Talk About It podcast by Charmaine Hunzui, The More Sibyl Podcast by More Sibyl, Sambaza Podcast, Blackzit to Africa by Todre Monia, Concrete Pastures Podcast by Nancy Mulemwa Sisi.
And the winner for the Diasporan Podcast of the Year Award is
More Sibyl. Your voice has been a home away from home for many. Cheers to you.
Again, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this great event. Before I go, I just want to leave you guys with some parting words. First, congratulations to the nominees and congratulations to the winner. But always remember this on your podcasting journey. Our voices are not monolithic, and we all have a story to tell. So make sure you keep sharing those stories no matter what obstacles you may face. The world is waiting to hear your voice. Here's to amplifying African voices throughout the diaspora for now and always. Again, thank you and congratulations to everyone.
Hey everyone, annyeonghaseyo. I'm Mo, the host of the More Sibyl podcast, and I'm thrilled to share some incredible news. Our podcast has been nominated as the Diasporan Podcast of the Year. Oh my goodness. And I'm so humbled and grateful for this recognition. Thank you all for your unwavering support. It means the world to me. This achievement wouldn't have been possible without APVA, the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Artists, who are behind, promoting African excellence through podcasting. To my fellow nominees, let's keep celebrating together. Let's keep cherishing the dedication we put into podcasting. We know it can be a thankless job. As for me, winning the Diasporan Podcast of the Year will be a tremendous honor. It's validating all the hard work and the talent invested in each episode. Beyond the personal triumph is a testament to the power of storytelling, of bridging cultures and community and representation. From the bottom of my well-nourished and well-cultured heart, thank you so much, and I hope to see you on the other side. Kamsahamnida.
Voice-over Service Provider of the Year. Turning voice into value. The Voice-over Service Provider of the Year recognizes excellence in service and delivery. And the nominees are Voice-over Academy from Nigeria, Vibe Communications from Zambia, Voice-over Workshop and Media from Nigeria, The Arabic Voice Ahmed El Kotbe from Egypt. The microphone master of service excellence is Vibe Communications.
Hi everyone, hi Africa, hi APVA. My name is Zebron from Vibe Communications. We are glad that we were nominated under the Best Voice-Over Service Provider of the Year at the APVA Awards. And we just want to say thank you to APVA for this award and nomination. Thank you to everyone that voted for Vibe Communications, and thank you to everyone that supported us throughout the awards. I just want to say it's humbling to be amongst the top voice-over service providers in Africa from Nigeria and Egypt. It means we're doing something great. I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for the support, and let's keep on pushing the audio industry in Africa. Let's keep on pushing the voice-over works, the voice-over jobs, the podcast industry, so that we can compete at global level. Boom.
If you ever found yourself glued to a radio ad, it's thanks to the talents in our next category, Best Commercial Performance in Radio. And the nominees are Agatha Ike Odeyemi from Nigeria, Themba Robin Berens from South Africa, Yusuf El Tohami from Egypt. The radio voice we can't forget. The winner is Themba Robin Berens.
Hey everyone, my name is Temple Robin. I'm from South Africa. I'm a MC, voiceover artist, content creator, comedian, and a couple of other things on the side. But first of all, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you, as well as the APVA Awards, for providing this platform. Oh, my camera moved. For providing this platform, and as well as for 2 nominations. I've been nominated for Voiceover Artist of the Year, as well as Best Commercial Performance on Radio. So I'm so happy about that. I'm holding thumbs that I can bring home the win. But at the same time, I've got mad respect and nothing but love for my fellow contestants, my colleagues in the voiceover industry. Mad love to you guys. Thank you for doing what you do. Together, we are elevating the voices of Africa. So to everybody, to the APVA Awards, to everyone who voted, thank you so much and enjoy the evening.
A single record can echo through the ages, and our next category, Best Spoken Word Record, celebrates that timeless impact. And the nominees are Musenga Katongo from Zambia, Stephanie Ubeye from Nigeria, Taliabong Boris Alemge from Cameroon, Geoffrey Senyondo from Uganda. The record that has imprinted itself on our souls is from Stephanie Ubeye.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Ubeye, also known as the Vocal Expressionist. I am a passionate creative based in Lagos, Nigeria. I am a voiceover artist, a singer, a film producer, a writer, and a talk host. I was nominated in the spoken word category for Best Spoken Word Record Performance, and so I'd like to thank APVA for the nomination, for the recognition. It's a great honor to be identified as an African voice of the future. So thank you so very much. I also like to thank everyone who worked with me on the production of the spoken word record titled My Mother's Wig. My Mother's Wig was a poem that I wrote and performed after my mother unfortunately passed away in 2022. It was my way of appreciating her life and me being thankful for her love, her strength, and her warmth, because her wig was one of the items that I retrieved after she passed. And so it's a reminder, it's a way of appreciating her life and just really having her close to my heart. I'd like to thank Gamey and the creative team at Upper Room Studios for their creative input, for their creative contributions, and their creative touch on the record, My Mother's Wig. Thank you, because it was nominated by APVA. I really, really like to thank you for making the words come to life. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank everyone who voted for me, who took out their precious time to vote for me. I do not take your votes for granted. Your voting for me was not just a mere activity, it was your appreciation and endorsement of my work. And so I'd like to thank you for speaking to the winning side of me before this ever happened. I really appreciate my family, my friends, supporters, well wishes. Thank you so very much for your votes. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Our sincerest appreciation to AfriPods, the platform that's redefining African podcasting.
The lifestyle and entertainment category is about all things fabulous and deeply African. And the nominees are Have You Asked Your Dad? By Terence Mentor from South Africa. The Ladies Hive with Tian podcast by Tian Omo Idehe from Nigeria. Surviving Echo with Theko by Ifeanyi Ebehunam from Nigeria. Celeb Servant by Barrett Edelstein from South Africa. That's Z podcast by Kalenga Shambatu from Zambia. And the winner is Kalenga Shambatu. You've set the standard and it's sky high.
Hi, my name is Kalenga and I'm one half of that Z podcast, Zambia's biggest podcast. I'd like to thank the association for such a great initiative, putting this event together, the award ceremony, which is online right now. And just, recognizing podcasters across Africa and pushing the industry forward for all of us. I'm truly grateful for that. At ZZ Podcast, speaking on behalf of my team, we are truly grateful for the initiative that you've put together. When it comes to thanking the fans, I'll let Elson do the rest.
Our comedy category is for those who make us chuckle, giggle, and barely laugh. And the nominees are Submarine and Roach by Mayowa Idowu, KTM Ayorinde, and Coach from Nigeria. What a Joke Podcast by Adebayo Oduwole from Nigeria. Absolute Gengen Rebranded by Aderunke Adewoyin Adeolu from Nigeria. Locks by Emmanuel Ideboge from Nigeria. The Laugh Master General of the Year is What a Joke Podcast by Adebayo Oduwole. Thanks for keeping our spirits up and our hearts light.
Hi, I'm Bayo. Getting nominated again for an award because I make people laugh. And they say the justice system is broken. I won the award last year, but each year is different. And I'm honored to be nominated alongside some of the funniest people in the podcast space globally. So cheers to them, and may the Comedious Pod win. To think there was a time I didn't believe I was funny enough to host this show. And now we're Comedy Podcast of the Year, 2 years running. I thank God for a lot, including ADHD, because you wouldn't believe how I find most of my episode ideas. This award is for my mom, my still non-existent girlfriend, the team I work with at Jamit, my fans, friends, and family. They say comedy is all about timing. You know what else is about timing? I'll tell you if I win next year. Bye.
Compelling characters and riveting plots. Our next category celebrates fiction podcasts that are almost too good to be true. And the nominees are African Story Magic by Sina Mflofe from South Africa, Yoruba Folk Tale by Aderonke Adewoyin Adeolu from Nigeria, 808 Extra Fiction by 808 Extra from Nigeria, Comedic Podcasts by Charles Jr. Akano from Nigeria. The Maestro of Make-Believe is Sina Mflofe.
True story. On a pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 AD, a Malian ruler Mansa Musa brought so much money with him that his visit resulted in the collapse of gold price in Egypt and Arabia. They say Africa is a poor continent. I say you do not go hunting for treasure in an empty cave. It is heartbreaking that we do not know where we are coming from. A race that once brought the world to its knee. I tell you this, the heartbeat of an African child is a metronome. There's a girl somewhere in there pacing impatiently at the gate of the chamber for a song to take the shape of jagged mountains, of lagged rivers, of Sahara desert, of the last of word of his ancestors. We are a people who wear the night so the stars never take a day off. We submit our bodies to the sun. Let the sharing break the earth. We call our scars timid tremors and make home for tired strangers in every opening. Unwind your blind, fold your stereotype. Let me tell you about this land, about Shaka Zulu, Oduduwa, Askia the Great, Sonny Ali, Ya Asatewa Ewari, Jaja of Opobo, Ata Ame Oboni, Queen Amina, black legends who left print of greatness on the sand of time, so we never lose our wonder about Anne communing with earth, each ago bones and all the algebras hidden beneath our black slate of his skin, the pyramid and a ritual of geometries about native hearth, coal on rocks, hieroglyphs and immortal stories, how we cast spells on stones so our gods could bear an image about the great spins, the knock Ashantis, fingers fashioned in the likeness of miracles, gold leaves hanging over temples, the stunning canvas of a nation, breathing jungles, breathtaking plateaus, about savannas splashed through the west cities with impenetrable walls strapped to their chest, water baptism in the Nile, and the welcoming belly of the Niger. Look at how we harden our backs, straighten our spine, turn music into a medium to converse our lost glory. Look at how we hold the world spellbound, waving Afrobeat into Amapiano, leg walking along the rumble of the Jebe. Look at how we dazzle, an explosion of black magic. There is something in us calling for the extraordinary, a premeditated origin. Our intuition are compasses passed down by men who excavated the black spirit and found greatness.
Spotlight of the Year Podcast category. Presenting the APVA Legacy Spotlight of the Year for the podcast category. This year's beacon of excellence belongs to Nozibele Kamgana Mayaba from South Africa, podcaster host of Don't Hold Back, Say It Loud. Join us in celebrating this achievement. Finance. Money talks, and so do our nominees in the finance category. They are the guides through the maze of economics, investments, and wealth creation. And the nominees are Bullish Banter Podcast by Colin Staros from Kenya, The Hustle with Justin Harrison from South Africa, Investment Terms by Chukwundonso Modi from Nigeria. The Chief Financial Whisperer is The Hustle with Justin Harrison by Justin Harrison.
I'm so deeply humbled and privileged to have been nominated for the African Podcast and Voice Awards. This award represents a collective team effort from the incredible team at East Coast Radio who from day one have supported me in creating this content, to my business partners who continue to be the guiding reason that I continue to stay in the trenches creating this content for the people. And most importantly, for everybody who tunes in and listens to the Hustle podcast. You guys are my inspiration, and I'm going to continue carrying the message of prosperity, inspiration, hope, and financial literacy to the African continent. To my fellow nominees across the different categories, thank you for your contributions as content creators here on the African continent. I would like to dedicate this award to everybody who listens to the Hustle podcast. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for tuning in. And most importantly, thank you for allowing me to share my journey and inspire you on your own path towards success. And never forget that hustle makes muscle.
From the screen to our hearts, we're talking about the best commercial performance in TV. These are the voices that sell, tell, and compel. And the nominees are Wakio Mzenge from Kenya, Eniola Keshinro from Nigeria, Mawa Khalil from Egypt, McDonald Nkemda from Cameroon. The mesmerizing voice of TV commercials this year is Eniola Keshinro.
Wow, thank you, APVA. I'm deeply honored to accept this award for Best Commercial Performance for TV. This recognition is a testament to the power of storytelling through voiceovers, and I'm truly humbled to be a recipient. Thank you again to APVA for giving African audio creatives a global platform to shine. I want to express my sincere gratitude first to God for the gift of my voice. I also want to thank my wonderful family for their unending love and support. To my beautiful friends, colleagues, and well-wishers, everyone who rallied to vote for me, thank you so much. Your support has contributed to this win. This is our win. To the VoiceOver Academy, that's where I started my voiceover journey. I thank you, my VO family. I hope that you're proud. Our voices can make a difference in the world. Our voices are our instrument. It's our identity, our brand. Let us embrace our unique sounds as Africans and always shine through authentically. Thank you again to the APVA organizers and the judges for this honor. I'm really looking forward to what the future holds. So here's to more stories, more voices, and more moments that not only resonate with us, but also with our audiences. Thank you and God bless.
Gripping, thrilling, and oh so real. The crime category takes us into the darker corridors of society, shedding light on the shadows. And the nominees are Law and Omen by Christine Miles from South Africa, Murder and Mayhem, South African True Crime by Bella Monsoon from South Africa, True Crime South Africa by Nicole Enjabret from South Africa. The #1 investigative outfit on the planet is Nicole Enjabret's Best Corporate and Explainer Performance. And the nominees are Eniola Keshinro from Nigeria, Melody Edeme from Nigeria, Mawa Khalil from Egypt, Atibo Onen from South Africa. The winner is Mawa Khalil. You're the translator of expertise.
Hello everyone, this is Marwa Khalil from Egypt and it's time of celebration. Today we're not just celebrating the nominations, but we are celebrating the win. So like these moments I would love to hold deeply in my heart forever because it took a lot of hard work and dedication to reach this important milestone. I want to thank the APVA Awards team, my mentors, my friends, my family, and everyone who supported and assisted me in every possible way. I want to dedicate this win to my country, Egypt, and I want to thank again the APVA Awards team for all their efforts, and I want to say congrats to all the nominees and all the winners this year. Let the fun begin and let's celebrate.
Spotlight of the Year, Spoken Word category. With words that paint vivid pictures and stir profound emotions, we recognize the artist who took spoken word to another level. The APVA Legacy Spotlight of the Year for the Spoken Word category goes to Taliabong Boris Alemge, aka Pen Boy from Cameroon. Congratulations!
My black skin is the safest place where my soul finds refuge. Look into my eyes, you can tell we've been dead, now we're living. Feel my pulses beat. You can tell we've been chained, now we breathe freedom. I am the poet from the mountains of Cameroon, and today my voice whispers chants of Utukufu. The glory of Africa. Yes, we can't forget those black men whose tears watered the streets of the Americas. We can't forget those black women whose wombs still bear wounds of colonial torture. We can't forget those black children who hid their every pain in every stripe of their dreadlocks. But if there is something we must do, we must learn to shape our narratives. We must learn not just to tell the world of our inglorious past, failed battles, handcuffs, suffocating slave boats. We must equally learn to blow the trumpets, hit the drums, chant the songs of our glorious present. Some say Africa is a home for maniacs and savages, a dumping ground for slaves and garbages, a place full of broken dreams and damages. But the Africa I chose to see is like an ocean. It might be dangerous from its waves, but the beauty of its nature hides in its bosoms. The Africa I chose to see is like a mirror, a reflection of beauty untapped with pure green vegetation sprouting here and there. The Africa I chose to see is like a giant, a colossal image of strong black men and women with a burning heart of fighters and warriors. The Africa I chose to see is strong. You can feel the pounding of our strength in our waterfalls and the sweet smell of our victories sprouting from every flower. The Africa I chose to see is like heaven, Where gods walk the earth, that's why the globe freezes. When Africa sneezes, I am a little black boy, and I am proud. Proud of our scars, our cultures, our mysteries, our nature, our history. I am proud of our tribal marks. My black skin is the safest place where my soul finds refuge. Look into my eyes, you can tell we've been dead, now we're living. Feel my pulses beat, you can tell we've been changed, now we breathe freedom. I am the poet from the mountains of Cameroon, and today, my voice whispers chants of Utukus, the glory of Africa.
And now for the technology and innovation category. These are the voices that show us what's possible, taking us to realms unexplored. And the nominees are Tech Talk Africa by Jesse Leslie from Kenya, What's Your Story by Tech Nova from Ghana, Tech Cabal Weekly Podcasts by Olumuyiwa Olowogboyega of Tech Cabal from Nigeria, Africa Tech News by Africa Tech News from Nigeria, The Expansive by Eric Kruger and John Sanei from South Africa. The Innovator of the Year is Tech Talk Africa by Jesse Leslie from Kenya.
Hi guys, I'm Jesse.
And I'm Victor.
We are the host of Tech Talk Africa, the podcast.
We are based in Nairobi, Kenya, and we have been nominated for the APVA Awards in the category of Technology and Innovation. We thank you guys for that. We also want to congratulate and thank the nominees in the sector as well for whatever they're doing in the technology space and the innovation space. We also want to thank you, our supporters who voted for us during the voting period. And we also would like and hope that we win in this category.
We've already won.
True.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Our sincerest appreciation to AfriPods, the platform that's redefining African podcasting.
Podcast Art of the Year celebrates the visual genius behind the auditory brilliance. And the nominees are Can We Talk About It by Charmaine Hunzui from Australia, Dangerously Honest by Suzanne Kaitani from Kenya, Car Brazen by Car Brazen Consortium from Kenya, African Story Magic by Sina Mflofe from South Africa, 20-somethings Rant by Jessica Ogu from Nigeria, Surviving Eko with Feko by Ifeanyi Iberunam from Nigeria. The Podcast Art of the Year goes to Ifeanyi Iberunam.
Hi guys, this is Feko, the host of the Surviving Eko podcast. Big shout out to APVA for the nomination. I got nominated in 2 categories: Best Lifestyle and Entertainment Podcast and the Best Podcast, or should I say Podcast Art of the Year. Shout out to everyone who's been voting, and I'm truly grateful for the nomination. I'm also glad that I won. Shout out to everyone who's been supporting, and big ups to other nominees as well. This is actually a good thing for the podcast industry, and I hope we have more stakeholders in the industry supporting the movement. Shout out to APVA, shout out to my fans, and shout out to my wife as well for supporting me. Yeah, peace.
Africa's voice director extraordinaire. There are those who guide, mold, and perfect the art of the voice. Tonight, we honor the maestro behind countless memorable performances. The APVA Legacy Africa's Voice Director Extraordinaire is veteran actress Joke Silva from Nigeria. A standing ovation for a director par excellence. Our sports category captures the adrenaline, the spirit, and the unity that only sports can bring. And the nominees are Broad Talk by Chibuike Enwerem from Nigeria, After the Whistle Podcast by Join K.O., Kore, Crack, Kawawa, Van Gelder, and Smiley from Ghana, Working Title FC by Paulo Diaz from South Africa, Hockey the Podcast by Tyrone Bernard from South Africa. Taking home the gold tonight is Working Title FC by Paulo Diaz.
Hey, I'm Paulo Diaz. I'm the host of Working Title FC, one of the nominees for the African Podcaster and Voiceover Association in the sports category. We're from South Africa, and we do that thing that a lot of people do in sports. We just sit around and talk about sports, and we kind of like it, and it seems that other people do, to be recognized for your work when it's something that you kind of cobble together and you pretend, it doesn't really matter that much. It matters quite a lot. And when you recognized by your peers and people within the industry and the continent that you respect, it's doubly rewarding. So whatever we take away from this, it has been a very cool journey to see the support of people as we've gone through this, from being nominated to being to lobbying for votes and rallying for votes, has really meant the world to us and shown us that what we put together, what we do in this humble little studio, people like. So thank you, and thank you to APVA for giving podcasters from across the continent this opportunity.
The society and culture category paints the vibrant tapestry of Africa. And the nominees are Orire by Sesi and Halima from Nigeria, Blaze Talks Podcast by James Muhutu from Kenya, The Africa Whisperer by Leslie Kasumba from Ghana, Dangerously Honest with Susan Kaitani by Susan Kaitani from Kenya, Africana Woman by Chulu Chansa from Zambia. The Cultural Maestro of the Year is Chulu Chansa.
Hi, my name is Chulu. I am the host and producer of the Africana Woman podcast. We have been nominated for the category of society and culture, and it is amazing. It's such a great feeling. And you know what? Bonus, I get to fly the Zambian flag high. So thank you so much for the award. You know what, being a creator on the continent is one where we have to be innovative. It's one where we have to think outside the box. And this recognition is so, so amazing. And also, I hope that it gives others hope that, you can do something amazing, even if it's from your bedroom.
African Innovation Award. The APVA Legacy African Innovation Award celebrates Ahmad Datsun, founder and CEO, Ako Books Audio, Ghana's first publisher and digital distributor of African audiobooks. A salute to groundbreaking brilliance.
Up next, the Best Spoken Word Album of the Year. And the nominees are Teliabong Boris Alemge from Cameroon, Megbona from Ghana. The best album goes to Teliabong Boris Alemge.
Up next is the Best in Radio Imaging. And the nominees are Charles Jr. Akano from Nigeria, Miriam Abo El Fotor from Egypt, Dina Shakar from Egypt. Crafting the sonic signature of radio, The winner is Charles Jr. Akano.
Thank you very much, APVA, for this award. I want to say a very big thank you to you guys for putting this together and bringing me to this place where I have been able to showcase my work. I want to say thank you to my family and friends and to all my clients who have also encouraged me to get to where I am right now. I want to say a very big thank you to all of you. To my brother, who has been my day one since, forever. I want to say thank you very much. Thank you very much, Vichy. You're awesome.
Our relationships category is all about the heart and the ties that bind us. And the nominees are Date, Sex and Love Podcast by Adejumoke George Ayodele from Nigeria. Hello 20 by Biva from Nigeria. Mothers by Grace Podcast. Staying Married by Ademorayo Akpara from Nigeria. The Love Doctor of the Year is Ademorayo Akpara.
Hi everyone, my name is Ademorayo Akpara. I work as a marketing professional. I am the visionary leader at Praying Mothers Worldwide. I am a podcast host for Staying Married. I am a marriage counselor, wife, mother, and a sister. I want to especially say thank you to everyone who took out time to vote for me. It means a great deal. I am super thankful. Your voting is just a way of saying well done, and I hear it and I say thank you, and my promise is that I'll continue to give that which I have been given to help every single one that I meet, one after the other, that we all can have enjoyable marriages.
The arts category showcases the creative brilliance of Africa. And the nominees are by Sesi Zamba, Nigeria. Igbo Folktale by Chukwu Nonso Modi from Nigeria. A Taste of Africa by Kimani Maina from Kenya. And the winner is A Taste of Africa by Kimani Maina.
Hello, Yazi. My name is Kim from Kenya and I represent the platform podcast. And this right here is my kitchen. And as you can see, it's always red as paper. Of course, pen and paper keeps it red and hot all day, any day. I'm here for two reasons. One is to thank you for always listening to my podcast. Secondly, I'm here to thank you for the many votes that you gave me. And to the APVA team, I'm grateful for this recognition, for this goes a long way. It's quite a whole package of inspiration to me. God bless you. And to the nominees, I pray that we continue motivating the continent and also inspiring by creating. And to my fans out there, I pray that God keeps you until we meet again when we'll be celebrating this victory. Salute.
When the sun drew back light from the earth, the skin of our planet broke into fragments, each piece bearing an unforgettable history of our jewels buried in the sand, underwater, in our palms, bloodied by the summoning of ships to our shores, glittering with the glory of our land. On this land, men came beading in torch and lampstands for gold as if we hadn't yet seen the lights. As if Egypt wasn't Jerusalem enough for our emancipation, so they brought the Jesus of Lubeck to shore. Drowned our cities in fright, sent our kings to exile and made us orphans to our land. But we never slumped shoulders or drowned in regret. We mold men from scars and dust. Rebuild history from the remains of war like Shaka Zulu. We run through the wild fields of the unforgettable glory of Ashanti and Askom, where Osei Tutu led a city covered in gold, and Somali's song reigned, where the kingdoms held the heart of trade like finger to nail. Assembled merchants crawling their way in to the dancing waves of our shore. Through the maize fields, where the Amazons of Dahomey became the lions of their tribes, 17th century women waving off quagmires. Went for battles anyways, built our pyramids here and there in civilization, in commemoration of multilingual anthem sung to an unbeatable continent. Yes! Catch the dance steps, Feel the pattern of our moves, the heartbeat in our afro, screaming liberation and dancing to afrobeats. Makossa and Lamo, trickling with the worm to your belly, bubbling bursts in the excitement. Our history floods the Mongol, parks in passionate surrender, clams on the lips of Nigeria's Uganda. Mali is pregnant. She lays in the arms of Cameroon, singing Mansa Musa's praise. Here, the soul burns in flames of exaltation.
Our sincerest appreciation to AfriPods, the platform that's redefining African podcasting.
Our next category celebrates the best in news and current affairs. And the nominees are Lifestyle Central by Aderonke Adewoyin Adeolu from Nigeria. Premium Times Podcast by Titilope Fadare from Nigeria. Tech Cabal Weekly Podcasts by Olumuyiwa Olowogboyega of Tech Cabal from Nigeria. Raw Conversations with Chromes and Fanatic by Chromes and Fanatic from Zambia. The trusted voice of the year is Titilope Fadare.
My name is Titilope Fadare, a multimedia journalist with Premium Times Nigeria. I started journalism in 2016, but ventured into podcasts when I joined Premium Times in 2021, and since then, it has been growth. In Premium Times Podcast, we have discussions on our special reports, analyses, and groundbreaking investigations around happenings in Nigeria and beyond. We are so excited and honored to be recognized by the APVA under the News and Current Affairs category. Moving on to emerging as the winner under the News and Current Affairs category, this means a lot to Premium Times. It shows that podcast is an important tool that newsrooms can use to tell their stories. Thank you so much, APVA, for this award.
Our next category is for the music podcasters, and the nominees are Chacha Music Review by Hafistinova Onitilo from Nigeria. Afrobeats Intelligence by Joey Akan from Nigeria. Bulela Podcast by Inutu J. Mubanga from Zambia. That 80s Show by Paulo Diaz from South Africa. A Taste of Africa by Kimani Maina from Kenya. Fishing for Fame by Ishak Abdullahi from Ghana. The maestro of melody is That 80s Show by Paulo Diaz.
Hey, I'm Paulo Diaz. I'm one of the co-hosts of That 80s Show. It is your favorite 80s podcast you have never heard. And we understand we started the show because people need to go back to a time when maybe things made a bit more sense to them. So we host a show that talks about the 80s. And we thought we're just doing it for ourselves and our friends and to be recognized on a broader stage like the APVA means the world to us. It's a podcast that we've been running for, I think, probably about 10 years now, on and off in various formats. We're doing it before we even realized that there was such a thing as a podcast. We're just kind of doing this really cheesy, bad 80s music show. I think we're doing the show longer than the 80s lasted at this point. So to be recognized and kind of like come after 10 or so years of doing a show for people to recognize going, hey, we kind of like this. This is pretty good. We think other people will like it. Means the world to us. We thank the APVA for our nomination in the music category. It has been a really great experience just kind of seeing the support we get as we get nominated and as we call for votes. And it just makes us go, hey, we want to do the show more. And we don't do it for awards, as people say, we do it for the fans. Mostly we do it for ourselves, but awards and recognition are nice. So thank you, APVA, for this. Means the world to us. And long live the 80s. Yeah, check it out. Wham. Gotta do it. Wham.
Our next category is Best in Animation. And the nominees are Wakayo Nzenge from Kenya, Stephanie Ugbeye from Nigeria, Ibrahim Garib from Egypt, Stacy Waweru from Kenya, Asma Samir from Egypt. The winner is Stacy Waweru.
When I auditioned for Sama in the now famous Super Sama animated series, I had no idea what the future had in store for me. By the way, the series is produced by Oscar award-winning favorite Lupita Nyong'o and the wonderful Kukua team. Over the last 2 years that I've been voicing Sama, I have fallen in love with voice acting. I think it's way more flexible than live acting. I mean, you don't have to think about costumes or makeup. Isn't it lovely? I'm super excited that my talent is being acknowledged by the biggest podcast and voiceover awards in Africa, APVA. I want to take this opportunity to thank my fans for taking their time to vote for me in these 2 categories. What's more, I recently played Enkai, one of the lead characters in Disney's Kizazi Moto Generation Fire. It's huge. And thank you again for this acknowledgement.
And our next category honors those who paint pictures with their words. Best in Narration. And the nominees are Olamide Olashende from Nigeria, David Atta from Nigeria, McDonald Nkemba from Cameroon, Stacy Waweru from Kenya. The voice painting our imagination this year is David Atta.
My name is David Atta. I'm the founder of Daza Voiceover, and I am a professional voiceover artist, and it's really been an exciting journey for me. And here I am. I want to say a very big thank you to APVA for this beautiful award. I am really very grateful. Thank you all so much. It is indeed a very huge privilege and a huge honor to be part of this wonderful award. It's really life-changing, and I must say thank you, and thank you.
Up next, we honor the mesmerizing art of spoken word storytelling. And the nominees are Anita Michael from Nigeria, Daniel Sayame from Zambia, Mesatedem Benga Russell from Cameroon. The storytelling genius of the year is Daniel Sayame.
Hi, my name is Jay Italian, the magnificent poet. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank each one of you who has been supportive throughout this journey. The APVA Award means so much to me. It represents the countless hours of effort and the challenges I have overcome. Thank you so much for voting for me, and thank you so much for this award.
Knowledge is power, and our nominees in the education categories are the torch bearers. And the nominees are The Purple Teens Podcast by Abida Alabi from Nigeria, Strip Talk by Similoluwa Omole from Nigeria, EI Simplified by Vicky Karuga from Kenya, What a Joke Podcast by Adebayo Oduwole from Nigeria. The Scholar of the Airwaves is EI Simplified by Vicky Karuga.
Hi, this is Vicky Karuga, and I'm joined by
Angela Mwehaki.
And together we're the people behind
EI Simplified Podcast. We'd like to say a very big thank you to all the guests who have graced our podcast, and also a very big thank you to you for having voted for us.
And we'd also like to say thank you to African Podcast and Voice Awards for nominating us for this particular award.
And we'd also like to encourage you, if you haven't had the chance, please take a listen to get to learn more on emotional intelligence. So a very big thank you from us.
Thank you.
Societal Impact Award. Beyond entertainment and artistry, there is the power of voice to bring change. The APVA Legacy Societal Impact Award is awarded to Sesi Zamba and Halima Atobiloye from Nigeria, celebrating a voice that truly matters.
I'm Ceci Zamba, and I'm the founder of Uriri. And on behalf of Uriri, I would like to thank you very, very much for naming us a legacy. The work that we do at Uriri, the whole purpose of it is to tell African stories. And one of the ways that we do that is through our podcast. It is very gratifying for us to have been nominated for an award, and for us to have been nominated for an award 2 years in a row. And this award ceremony is really a boon to African podcasters because it lets us know that people care about the work that we do, and it is incredibly gratifying. So I would like to thank you guys for naming us a legacy, and I hope that this award ceremony continues on for many, many, many years into the future so that more and more generations of podcasters can feel appreciated as well. Thank you.
Success is no accident, and our career and entrepreneurship podcasts are the blueprints. And the nominees are The Expansive by Eric Kruger and John Sanei from South Africa. The Hustle with Justin Harrison by Justin Harrison from South Africa. Made in Africa by Kemeshi Samuel from Nigeria. Building African Brands by Anesu Chikumba from Zimbabwe. Entrepreneurs Showcase by Fabulous Julian from Nigeria. The Worthy Podcast with Sandra Chuma by Sandra Chuma from Zimbabwe. The Muggle of the Year is Eric Kruger and John Sanei.
Hi, my name is Eric Kruger, and on behalf of myself and my co-host John Sanei here at the Expansive Podcast, we want to say thank you for this incredible award in the career and entrepreneurship category. We are deeply grateful to be recognized in this way, and even more grateful for everyone who took the time to cast a vote, everyone who tunes in every single week as we talk about how we can be more expansive in how we build businesses and build careers in these modern times. Of course, a big thank you as well to the African Podcast and Voice Awards team. Thank you for your effort. Thank you for recognizing African born and bred podcasts that are making waves internationally.
Our sincerest appreciation to AfriPods, the platform that's redefining African podcasting. The personal self-development category brings us that wisdom. And the nominees are Dangerously Honest with Suzanne Kaitani from Kenya. Stretch Street Podcast by Ejiro, Nigeria. Unspoken Podcast by Awino Awiti from Kenya. Transitioning by Mudiegi Mashamaite from South Africa. Rooted and Robust Podcast by Ozioma Anioji from Nigeria. Don't Hold Back, Say It Loud by Nozibele Kamgana Mayaba from South Africa. The Guru of Growth is Unspoken Podcast by Awino Awiti.
Jambo, my name is Awino Awiti, a podcaster from Kisumu, Kenya. I host a podcast called Unspoken Podcast that aims to bring untold stories to life. I would like to express my gratitude to APVA for nominating me in the personal stroke self-development category. Winning this award was really validating and humbling for me because I believe Unspoken Podcast is a podcast that tells stories that aim to educate and impact and should be heard across Africa and the rest of the world. I would like to express my gratitude to the Unspoken community and each and every one of you who voted for me. I would also like to appreciate my creative team behind the Unspoken Podcast. I would also like to congratulate my fellow nominees. I'm also grateful to God and would like to encourage all audio creatives from Africa.
Up next is Best Documentary Performance. And the nominees are Stephanie Ugbeye from Nigeria, Khalid El Magzob from Egypt, Waris Ikiara Kimathi from Kenya. The voice that's opened our eyes and our hearts is Stephanie Ubeye. Next, we celebrate the best in jingles. And the nominees are Rex Okiche from Nigeria, Nagam Ahmad from Egypt, Nivian Mahmoud from Egypt. The winner is Rex Okiche.
Hello Africa, hello world. My name is Rex Okiche, and if you're watching this, then it means I won the award for Best Jingle of the Year. And I want to say thank you for the nomination and thank you for the win to the team at the African Podcast and Voice Awards. It's an amazing feeling to be nominated by, people in the industry, and it's puts that stamp of approval on the work that we do behind the scenes. So I want to give a big shout out and thank you to the team for the nomination, and to all those who voted me. I want to say thank you to you. I also want to appreciate the producer of the jingle, Lazim the Bard. It's very important that we recognize those people who work behind the scenes for us voice talents to shine. And to upcoming voiceover artists, podcasters on the African continent and even beyond, I want to say to keep doing what you do, strive for excellence at all time, and tell those stories that are original and indigenous to us, because that's the only way we can shine through. So once again, I want to thank the African Podcast and Voice Awards for the nomination.
Next up is the Best Spoken Word Video, and the nominees are Diana Modeme from Nigeria, Musenga Katongo from Zambia, Cynthia Nivia Bandi from Rwanda, Diego Mwesigwa Donald from Uganda, Tani Awa from Cameroon. Capturing our imaginations in visuals and verse, the Best Spoken Word Video goes to Diego Mwesigwa Donald.
Hello. First of all, I'd like to...
The Advocacy and Social Change category is where talk leads to action. And the nominees are Podvice by Podvice Podcast from Kenya, Deep Dive with Deborah by Deborah Oyedijo from Nigeria, A Taste of Africa by Kimani Maina from Kenya. The Activist of the Year is Podvice Podcasts.
Ladies, gentlemen, all protocols observed. Greetings. So, right off the bat, I'm really excited and honored to be, accepting this award on behalf of the team at Podvice. I'm back here in Nairobi, Kenya. Yes, I would also love to thank, the team at APVA who've been able to, set up this whole ceremony, to award notable podcasters and voiceover artists all over the continent. I would love to thank the amazing team at Podvice, namely Kevin, Joy, and Mohammed Ayeko, who have time and time again, sacrificed their time and resources, in the betterment of Podvice podcast, not only as a show, but as a brand as a whole. And with that, I would like to thank you guys. Also, none of this would have been possible without, our amazing supporters and fans, who have always, shared with us in either their experiences or their time, through engagements and basically support, through votes as well. I don't think we'll have achieved this without you guys, so I would like to thank you. Let's continue to push the narrative far and wide and continue to, share value through podcasts and our voices as a whole. Thank you, guys.
Leadership Impact Award. The APVA Legacy Leadership Impact Award is proud to recognize Mac G from South Africa, South African podcaster and host of Podcast and Chill with Mac G. And the Children's Podcast category celebrates those shaping the minds of the next generation. And the nominees are Kabrazan by Kabrazan Consortium from Kenya, Life with Lebang by Lebang Ngusana from South Africa, Represented Podcast Storybooks for African Kids by Tonye Falogi and Ugo Ekezie from Nigeria. The Piped Piper of Young Hearts is Kabrazan by Kabrazan Consortium.
Hello everyone, I'm Laura, the Elle and the Lamb Sisterhood. I also play Auntie Shishi in our beloved podcast telling stories of brazen African women for our little ones. And this is African,
aka Tata Luta. I tell all the Kabrazan stories in Kiswahili, and on behalf of Team Kabrazan, we'd like to thank APVA for this wonderful recognition of our children's podcast.
It takes a village.
It really does.
We must say thank you to the Kabrazan Consortium, from Africa Podcast Festival to Zaki Kwetu Productions.
Well, and of course, the Lamb Sisterhood, the creators of Kabrazan.
Ooh. And we can't forget Chella, the brilliant artist who created the visuals for Kabrazan.
These nominations are a perfect morale boost, especially now that we're working on season 2, which should be coming up later this year. It's such a joy to see our baby grow.
And we wish this joy on everyone putting their hearts and souls into this work and art. Thank you to APVA and congratulations to all our fellow podcasters.
Yeah.
Our spirituality category enriches the soul. And the nominees are Rays of Hope with Adana by Adana Onyinye from Nigeria, Caleb MK, The Blind Eye Podcasts by Caleb MK from Kenya, Workbag by Fumnaya Ikechukwu from Nigeria. The spiritual sage of the year is Adana Onyinye.
The health and wellness category is the epitome of holistic care. And the nominees are Africana Woman by Chulu Chansa from Zambia, Don't Hold Back, Say It Loud by Nozibele Kamgana Mayaba from South Africa, Wellness in 60 Seconds by Chukwunonso Modi from Nigeria, Kachihande Podcast by Chisimba Kashana from Zambia. The Wellness Warrior of the Year is Wellness in 60 Seconds by Chukwunonso Modi.
Hey there, my name is Modi Chukwunonso. I am a radio presenter, a voiceover artist, a scriptwriter, in fact, an all-round media girl, and I am a nominee for the APVA Awards 2023. I am so grateful to APVA for this platform that you have given myself and other nominees to shine, to tell our stories, and to be recognized. A big shout out to Africa Business Radio for powering this podcast, to all those who have voted, who supported, who shared, who liked, who commented. You all are the real MVPs. This award means a lot to me, and it tells me that my gift is not just a fancy, but it's something that's impacting lives. Thank you so much.
Fresh perspectives, undeniable talent. Our rising talent of the year is someone who is redefining what it means to be an audio creative in Africa.
Hi there. My name is Melissa Mbugwa, and I'm co-founder and co-director of Africa Podfest. We're a community-centered initiative that celebrates and amplifies African podcasters every day. I'm excited because today we are coming together to spotlight and celebrate outstanding talent in African audio. Now, on to the Rising Talent of the Year podcast category. Nominees in this category have raised the stakes in audio and are pushing forward the vision of what's possible for audio in Africa. The nominees in the Rising Talent of the Year podcast category are
Mothers by Grace by Waku, Chalin and Kadzo from Kenya, Hairpins and Straights by Baba and Queen from Ghana, Sakina Speaks by Sakina Shababi from South Africa, Kraze Podcast by Isaac Sebulime and Issa Sava from Uganda, 20-somethings Rant by Jessica Ogu from Nigeria, Mama Tales Podcast by Sally Kuria from Kenya.
Are you ready to know the winner of the Rising Talent of the Year podcast category? The winner is
Mothers by Grace by Waku, Chalin, and Kadzo.
Keep speaking up and sharing your story because your voice matters.
Hi guys, this is the Mothers by Grace podcast, and we are so excited that we got nominated by the APVA Awards. So thank you so much. You saw so much passion and talent from us, and it really humbled us, and we are just extremely grateful for this chance, and the fact that we've even just been nominated it's unbelievable. So thank you so much, APVA.
To our fellow nominees, we are honored to have been placed in this same room as you, and we just want to encourage you and tell you keep on going and sharing your story because there's room for us all. Thank you.
Yeah, and with that, we just want to say thank you for every person who voted for us, for our friends, our families, our subscribers, the team that supports us. We just want to say thank you. Thank you so much, guys. You don't know how this win has encouraged us so much. Thank you.
Bye.
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 The Rising Talent of the Year in Voiceover celebrates the stars of our industry you cannot ignore. And the nominees are Comfort Olofi from Nigeria, Esther Chisola from Zambia, Ebikombowe Dio from Nigeria, Ace Wonders from Nigeria. Shining brighter than a supernova, the Rising Talent of the Year is Comfort Olofi.
Good day everyone, my name is Comfort and I'm super glad to be here again. Good day everybody, my name is Comfort and I just want to say thank you to everybody who voted for me in the last APVA Awards 2023. Thank you for your words of encouragement, thank you for your support. And thank you to APVA for creating a platform where voiceover artists and podcasters can showcase their talent.
Up next, we celebrate the voices shaking the foundations of spoken word.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Modoni, Head of Community and Partnerships at Baraza Media Lab. We are a co-creation space that works to provide a space for experimentation for the media industry. Our main mandate is to actually just strengthen the media industry, to make it more vibrant, to make it more informed, and to just give a different perspective in the industry. And we do this through community building, we do research, we do host events, and run different programs. Today, I am particularly excited that we are the official watch party host for the APVA Awards. And we are even more excited to be bringing together different artists to just celebrate the industry's progress. I want to take a moment to celebrate and express my heartfelt appreciation for the incredible work that the artists in the podcast and voice industry do. You provide a platform for voices to be heard, stories to be told, and impactful conversations. Your work has become our companions during commutes, workouts, and even time of self-reflection. You have made us laugh, cry, and feel inspired. And so, as listeners and admirers of your craft, we want you to know that your work resonates deeply with us and that you make our lives richer, more informed, and more enjoyable. As a lover of spoken word, I am incredibly honored to be presenting to you the Rising Talent of the Year spoken word category. And the nominees are, drum rolls please.
And the nominees are Esther Mate from Zambia, Faith Agbola from Nigeria, Lovett Liberty from Nigeria, Kuzipa Nantanga from Zambia, Vanessa Chisakula from Zambia.
And the winner for the Rising Talent of the Year spoken word category is...
The future is spoken and it sounds like Vanessa Chisakula.
I'm Vanessa Chisakula and I am a spoken word artist from Zambia. I would love to express my immense gratitude to being nominated under the Rising Talent Poetry category. This is such a huge win. As for the win itself, I cannot even begin to express my overwhelming gratitude. To my fellow nominees, congratulations. My greatest thanks goes to God, my family, and each one of you for taking the time to vote for me because it means a lot. To every aspiring audio creative out there, I would want to say, Your voice is necessary to weave into the African story. Thank you.
Through decades of dedication, passion, and unwavering commitment, one individual has shaped the landscape of African voice artistry. The APVA Legacy Lifetime Achievement Award is bestowed upon the President of the Association of Voice-Over Artists, AVWA Nigeria, veteran Nollywood actor Segun Arinze. Here is to a lifetime of excellence and inspiration.
Friends, partners, nominees, and winners. It is that time of the year again where we celebrate our wins, and tonight we birth the future. On behalf of APVA, I would love to extend our deepest gratitude to our headline sponsor, AfriPods, and our amazing watch party host and strategic sponsors in Kenya, Baraza Media Lab, Africa Podfest, AfriPods, Z-Pod Hub in Zambia, Podcaster Hub in Nigeria, the Gold Coast Report in Ghana, and Ultimate Media in South Africa. I would also love to appreciate every media sponsor and friends of the community out there. I cannot begin to express how amazing this is and how grateful we are for the support we've been receiving. To the APVA team and volunteers and everyone out there who has contributed one way or the other, we love you, we appreciate you. And let's not forget the most important, people, the reason we are all here, the winners and the nominees. Thank you for being part of this journey. We are only just getting started. So thank you for engaging with us. Thank you for sending us love and feedback. It is my desire that the awards will inspire and excite and remind us of the incredible power we have when we come together. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Get ready, because we're about to honor the lyricists, the poets, the wordsmiths who stir our souls, the spoken word artist of the year. And the nominees are Taliabong Boris Alemge from Cameroon, John Peter from Nigeria, David Odiase from Nigeria, Diana Modeme from Nigeria, Geoffrey Seniondo from Uganda, Megona from Ghana. And the artist who's spoken to our hearts like no other is Diana Modeme. Your words are the anthems of our time.
Hello everyone, my name is Diana Modeme and I am super excited to have emerged winner of this category. I'm immensely grateful to you, my friends, family, and fans for your votes. I would not have made this win without your support. I'm equally grateful to the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Artists for this opportunity. To my fellow spoken word artists nominated for this category, it is a great honor to be recognized for one's excellence. In truth, we are all winners. Congratulations.
Voice-Over Artist of the Year. Hold your breath, because up next is the category that celebrates the titans of tone, the maestros of modulation, the Voice-Over Artist of the Year. And the nominees are Wakio Nzenge from Kenya, Catherine Ngarira from Kenya, Dexter Fundanga from Zambia, Femi Olubade from Nigeria, Dalia El Sayed from Egypt, Themba Robin Behrens from South Africa. The golden voice gracing our ears this year is Femi Olubade. Your vocal prowess is unmatched.
Voice-Over Artist of the Year. Has a nice ring to it. What do you think? But first of all, I want to thank God for giving me this amazing voice, my family for the support, my friends who took a chance on me, VoiceOver Academy for training me, the VoiceOver alumni, my church community that put it upon their head to make sure I win this, and you for voting for me. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. That young man of 2013 who wanted to be a voice merchant has become the voiceover artist of the year, representing Nigeria in Africa. I'm also privileged to have been nominated alongside heavyweights from Africa. I see you, I respect you. So thank you so much, APVA. Grateful for this opportunity, grateful for this honor. To every young voiceover artist out there, budding, emerging, experience, the sky is big for everyone to succeed. Keep pushing, because it's possible. Femi Bakes, voiceover artist of the year. Put some respect on it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the crown jewel of tonight, the podcast of the year. This category represents the epitome of storytelling, innovation, and African excellence. And the nominees are Sincerely Accra by Joseph Inti and Kwame Asante Ofori from Ghana. Radio Workshop by Naomi Grewan from South Africa. Life with Lebang by Lebang Ngosana from South Africa. The Yes Girls Podcast by Akumu Fiona and Clara Baker from Kenya. Afrobeat Intelligence by Joey Akan from Nigeria. Raising the bar in African podcasting, the podcast of the year is Live with Lebang by Lebang Kosana. You are the voice of today, the echo in every African story, and the sound of our future. Congratulations.
Wow, wow, wow. How did we get here? Who knew we'd get here? I'll tell you who knew. God did. First of all, my name is Lebang Khosana, and I'm the host of Life with Lebang, which is a weekly podcast brought to you by cliffcentral.com. And I just want to say thank you for this nomination. Podcast of the Year is Nipap and Flesni. I feel very honored to be thought of in this way among such amazing and talented hosts and podcast content hubs as well. And I think this is just an amazing achievement. My show Life with Lebang is all about pioneering positive parenting, and that is my life's goal, and that's what I intend to do. So to be given this opportunity it's God's work, it's God's plan. And so ngiyabonga kakhulu, kyaleboga, baya danki. Thank you to everybody that voted, that thought of me, that almost wanted to vote but maybe didn't really have the time. It's the thought that counts. I really appreciate it. And thank you to the APVA Awards for this opportunity.
Wow, what an electrifying night this has been. A heartfelt congratulations to all the nominees and winners. You are the voices of the future. We've witnessed the future, and it is audibly brilliant. A night like this wouldn't be possible without the incredible support of our partners, sponsors, dedicated team, tireless volunteers, supportive friends, and the amazing APVA community. Your investment, be it time, resources, or love, has made this not just an event, but a milestone in the world. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. The journey doesn't end here. It's a perpetual circle of discovery, amplification, and celebration. So, keep creating, keep pushing boundaries, because the world is eager to hear you.